Hey, what is up, you guys? It is Kaylin Jinx here, back at it again with another video for you guys. So today I finally thought I'd come on here and talk to you guys all about my piercings, since I already created a playlist of like all the piercings that I have, which is gonna be like a series on my YouTube channel and everything. Might as well come on here, talk about them for you guys and everything, let you guys know exactly what piercings I have, what piercings I plan on getting into the future, when I get those piercings, you know, all that stuff. On a quick side note, two side notes technically, I'm not going to be talking about my plugs, tunnels, stretch ears or anything like that, just because I'm still stretching them and I'm kind of iffy on if I'm going to keep my ears at the size that they are now or go bigger. It's just so I'm not going to actually talk about my stretched ears in any of my videos or even make a video about it for this playlist. I'm just going to put that out there for you guys. Also, I dyed my hair last night and it's blue and green, which is my favorite colors. So yeah, just wanted to do a quick hair update for you guys on that. But yeah, on with the actual video itself. So today I'm going to be talking about my first ever piercings that I have, which are going to be my snake bites. So yeah. So I've had my snake bites for about 9 months now. I got them last year in June, so that's about 9 months, yeah. Because June of this year will be a year. Yeah, it's 9 months. So I got them back when I was living in Texas at this tattoo piercing parlor called Remember Me Tattoos. Really awesome place. The people that work there are really awesome and sweet and just like amazing. It's also where I got my first tattoo there. So yeah. So the guy that why did I say so much? So the guy that pierced me used one of those like clamp things that you see like some people when they get like their piercings. There's always that weird clamp that like clamps on your lip and then you like pierce it through. So yeah, so I've had that used on me. I don't really like it. I feel that like it hurts more like when you get pierced. I'm not too sure if that's how it is for everyone else, but from my experience of being pierced with that and without it, I find that the clamp actually is more painful. So yeah. Or my pain tolerance just like grew, I don't know. But when I got pierced, my lips actually swelled pretty badly, and I didn't think that they would swell as bad as they did. My piercer actually gave me a really short bar. It was actually this one. Oh shit, I dropped it. It was actually this one right here, if you guys can see that. If my camera will zoom in on that or not. But yeah. So that is the bar that he pierced me with, and then my lips pretty much swelled. It looked like I got punched. I actually had bruising like pretty much right here and then like actually in here as well. So it definitely did look like I got punched in the face. And the downside about that is that because what I got pierced with is basically called internally threaded, which you guys can see those little like screw things right there. If my phone will zoom in on that at all. Do you want to zoom, phone? Yes, no? Or not. So yeah. Trying to get that zoom, it's not. So basically, sorry, I'm just bad at talking today. I'm repeating myself way too much, I'm sorry. But basically, with those, the bar was way too small for me, especially when my lips were swelling and everything. So the ball ended up unscrewing a lot, and I ended up losing one of my balls for my lip piercings, just because like the the bar was too short, and also it was just like really hard for me to go back to go see my piercer to get a longer bar, and it was just like a pain to deal with. So I ended up buying basically these like horseshoe rings. I don't know if you guys can see that, probably not because of the glare, but yeah, horseshoe rings, and pretty much just like changing out my piercings to them until I was able to get a long enough bar, which I don't recommend doing, just because you want your wound to like heal straight, not healed curved, kind of thing like that. But I was being a dumbass. I just was just, don't do what I did. You know, if your lips are swelling and you're having complications, go see your piercer. Just don't do stupid shit like I did. Pretty much learned my lesson. But yeah, so I did that until my lips were able to swell down, and then I ended up switching to a longer bar that was unnecessarily too long, but I figured might as well have it just in case the swelling didn't go down. So I had that bar for a while, and then eventually I switched out to the bar that I actually have now on my lips. This is just another one. It's pretty much this bar right here. Can't really see too well, but it is not internally threaded. It actually has like a little tiny hole. My camera phone won't focus on it. And basically what internally threaded is, or not internally threaded, threadless, oh my gosh. So yeah, so this is a threadless labret, or labre, however you want to call it. And it's what I actually have now in all my mouth piercings and my eyebrow piercing. I have to mention that. Basically, it's just like you would like pretty much grab the ball and you would pop it out, pop it right back in. Don't have to worry about screwing it or anything like that. I personally like that better than actually have to like sit there trying to screw in the ball and also worry about like the ball getting unscrewed. So yeah. So those are what I have now, and they're what I normally prefer. Occasionally I will wear threadless labres, just not as often, just because I've had a bad experience with them, with my snake bites, with them coming out and everything, and just having a hassle is just nah. But yeah, in terms of like pain when I got my snake bites, they were like about maybe about like 5.5 out of 10. That's just because with the clamp, and just like it just hurt really bad for me for whatever reason, and it was just like so yeah, that's probably like, in terms of like my first piercing, one of my most painful piercings, but overall in all my piercings that I have now, these are actually not my most painful piercings. And I will eventually talk about that piercing once I get that one fixed and dealt with. It's gonna be a while because I have to like go through it, like healing and dealing with scar tissue, just all that stuff. So yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh, where am I going in this? So yeah, so pros and cons of, I guess, snake bites. I guess like a con for me was just I had too much of a short bar. I just dealt with like too much bullshit of like the ball coming undone and just like it pinching my lip because like my lips didn't have like enough room to like swell and just like kind of like be, you know, what it does when you get pierced, just like let it freak out and then it'll de-swell once it starts healing. It was kind of hard to eat, kind of not. I just had to be really careful because again I had to deal with like the ball and screwing a lot, and I didn't want to like end up swallowing the bar or swallowing the ball. It was just ugh. I pretty much could eat like noodles and all that stuff just fine. I had avoided like spicy foods for a little bit. I was kind of like on like not so much like a liquid diet, but it was just like I just had to be careful of like what I eat, so I couldn't eat spicy foods. I was told to like not eat any dairy, which I happen to be lactose intolerant, so I can't have any dairy at all. So I normally have like sherbet or sorbet, if you want to, whichever you want to call it, or like vegan ice cream that's made out of coconut milk or almond milk or soy milk, pretty much. Same thing with yogurts, just because like again I'm lactose intolerant and I prefer it that way. It tastes sweeter, tastes better than actual like milk and actual yogurt. But I don't know if like you should avoid dairy or not, like when you get fresh new piercings. I was told you should, I was told you shouldn't. It's just I don't know. But pretty much like since I didn't have to worry about dairy, it was just, you know, it's whatever. It was just it was always like a challenge of like waking up like, oh my god, are my piercings there? Are they not there? So yeah, so also like my swelling kind of lasted for like a week, which most of my swellings do. Whenever I get pierced, I'll swell for like a week and then like it'll go away and I'll be totally fine. But those are pretty much the only cons that I had with my snake bites. Any pros? I mean, they look cool. I mean, they're awesome. Like, not really like too much of like a con really for me, besides like just like the sizing of my bar, which like I could have easily gotten that fixed, but I just decided not to. But yeah, I can't really think of like any other cons. I don't know what like a pro would be. I healed nicely. Like I didn't have to like worry about like my skin rejecting. I didn't have to deal with any infections, which is awesome. I don't know. This video is kind of bad because I don't really like, I don't know. But I guess that's like pretty much it with like my snake bites. They're my first piercings, you know, I love them. I never really have to like worry about like anything happening. To pretty much clean them, I just use distilled water and sea salt. And it's not really what most piercers are gonna tell you to clean your piercings with. You know, that's what I do. I haven't had anything where like after a while they get irritated and I need to change out to a longer bar. I've never had to deal with that. Hasn't happened to me. The only time I had to deal with irritation was when I did lose the ball and I was switching between different lengths of labrés and also with my horseshoe rings as well. That was the only time I ever like felt like irritation and discomfort, but that was just me being stupid, yeah. But overall, I love my snake bites. They're pretty awesome. You know, they're all they're great. Probably should talk about pricing in case you guys want to know how much they were. So from what I remember, my snake bites, I think they were $20 a piece. So $25 per thing. And then I don't know if there was a maintenance fee, like a work fee for it or not, because I did go to a tattoo piercing parlor. But yeah. And then I also like tipped my piercer as well. Like tip your piercers and tattoo artists. Don't be dicks. Like tip them, because you know, like what they do is fucking awesome, and tip them because it's the right good thing to do. But yeah, but I tipped my piercer, so it was like probably like maybe like 90, almost $100 for my snake bites, which is like pretty average price in terms of piercings, you know, all that stuff. Again, if you want piercing, I'm gonna just put this out there. Do not, I repeat, do not get a piercing gun. Don't get a fucking sewing needle. Don't pierce shit yourself unless you are a trained professional piercer or you're a piercing apprentice and you're being properly trained. Like, don't be stupid and do it yourself, you know, in your fucking bedroom, bathroom, at school, whatever. Like, just don't. If you really want them, go see a professional, because you can have cases where it gets infected, it gets rejected, just like a lot of horrible things can go wrong. You can pierce a vein and bleed, and it's just go and see a professional. And if you are under the age of 18 and your parents say no, you know, it's not the end of the world. Once you turn 18, you can do whatever the fuck you want. That's how it was for me. As a kid, I saw kids my age, you know, back when I was in high school, that had like all these cool piercings and everything, and they were like 16, 15 and shit, and I wanted that shit. My mom didn't let me, and that was her decision not to let me to do it. And even though as much as I wanted to get them done, I didn't trust myself or wanted to basically pierce myself, you know, just to like get this shit. I just was just like, you know what, once I turn 18, I can get whatever the fuck I want. I'll be 18, I'm an adult, whatever. So pretty much just do that, just wait, because once you turn 18, literally you can do whatever the fuck you want. And that's what I did. As soon as like I turned 18 and shit. Actually it took like pretty much 2 years actually for me to get my snake bites after I turned 18. But still, like, just wait till you become an adult and just get it yourself, because at that point, like, your parents literally have no control or say over what you can and cannot do. Just gonna put it at that. If you guys really want it, just wait. And if, you know, your parents are cool and chill with, like, letting you guys get it at, like, 15, 16, 14 or whatever, I mean, kudos for them. You guys have, like, rockin' awesome parents. I wish I had, like, a fucking mom like that, but, you know, I still love my mom regardless, no matter what. But just, like, just again, like, if you want to talk to your parents about it, if you are under the age of 18, if you're not and you're 18 and you want snake bites or you want a lip piercing or whatever, go and fucking do it. Like, no one's stopping you but yourself, bro. But that's a little PSA of dashes. I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, I don't really know what else to, like, talk about with, like, my snake bites. There's really, like, not much to talk about. Just because I haven't really, like, had much problems, at all with them. Just pretty cool. Healed great. You know, all this, like, stuff. Sometimes if I don't have them in, it feels weird. Like, I actually can feel, like, my snake bites when I, like, talk and smile and eat and stuff. So when I take them out, feels weird, feels naked for me, feels just, ugh. But yeah, but they don't really ever get in the way of me talking or eating. They pretty much just, like, they just sit there and hang. They just look pretty. The only thing that pretty much, like, had me trouble eating were pretty much my venom piercings, my dahlias, and my angel bites, but I will probably be talking, cannot talk at all. Still trying to get used to talk with a tongue ring. But I'll pretty much be talking about those ones in another video, in their own, like, separate little videos and everything. But for now, this is just a little bit of snake bites. But yeah, I don't know. I guess, do I talk about, like, when I wanted snake bites, I guess? I don't really know what else to talk about. This video is, like, almost about to be 20 minutes long. Fuck it. I've always wanted snake bites. I always thought they looked cool on people. I saw them on, like, you know, fucking emo sing kids, and I was like, fuck yeah, I want to be just like them too. I want me snake bites. And I want to modify and pierce my whole fucking body because it looks cool, and it's just what I'm into, what makes me happy, what makes me feel beautiful and good about myself. So yeah, so you don't necessarily have to have a reason to get pierced or why you want to get pierced. You can, but you don't always necessarily have to. It's just like a tattoo. If you want to get a tattoo of, like, a fucking smiley face just for the shits and giggles, like, go right ahead. Like, who the fuck cares? Not everything has to have, like, some kind of special spiritual meaning behind it. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't, but, you know, I wanted to get them because they looked cool and I've always wanted them, and now I have them, and now I look cool and I feel great. But yeah, that's pretty much all I can really think of for my snake bites and everything, and all, like, pros and cons and everything. I hope I touched on, like, everything that I wanted to talk about. I don't know, my brain's, like, all over the place. I don't even know. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I don't really have an uploading schedule. It's pretty much just, like, upload whenever I'm off from work, because I do work full-time and everything. So it's pretty much just, like, whenever I have the day off and I'm not, you know, hanging out with my friends or just, like, chilling and relaxing for a day and not have to worry about shit. So yeah, so I don't really have an upload schedule. It's just gonna be just whenever I upload. So if you're not already, please do subscribe. Hit that bell notification so you guys know when I upload and everything. If you're not already, you know, do that bell notification and subscribe. Definitely like, comment on this video. If you guys have any, like, questions or whatever, or any video suggestions or just whatever, definitely do that. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye! I don't know why I do that, but yeah, bye guys.